What's up, guys? This is Optimus, and I made this channel to go and be part of like a gaming thing, but I've kind of have a change of heart. As you see behind me, I have an '88 Thunderbird LX. Well, as you see here, I have an '88 Thunderbird Turbo Coupe. Now, with this all being said, I was wanting to do this YouTube channel as a gaming channel where I would put, random gaming clips on here. And, well, it just, I've just gotten busy with work and with the kiddo. I just had a kid, and it's been much. But I've been getting time to where I've been spending a lot of time on my car. I've been doing this build. My dad went. Actually, me and my dad, we had a old dune buggy, and well, it's just not practical to go to car shows with a wife and kid in a two-seater buggy. So we decided to go and sell the buggy and pick up. I used to have an '88 Thunderbird LX, just like the one that's right there behind me. And, well, I love that car. I had that car, let's see here, I got it when I was about turned 18. And I loved it. I love the car. I love the body design on it. I love the VA. I loved everything about that car. However, it was short-lived because I got T-boned. Actually, I didn't get T-boned. I had it parking at a friend of mine's house, and their neighbors kind of got into an argument, and, well, it was street parking. Neighbor flew out of the driveway. It hit my car. And it just totally, it caved in the door. It caved in the quarter panel. I mean, yeah, I was heartbroken. That was the first car I ever cried over. So my dad had this idea to go out and sell the buggy and pick this up. And I've done a lot of work to it so far. And here in a moment, I'll show you guys what I've done. Alright, so first off, you may notice that, yes, it is a four-cylinder. It's a four-cylinder turbo coupe. Hence why it's an '88 Thunderbird Turbo Coupe. It's a badass, and this damn thing is probably one of the quickest cars I've ever owned. I mean, it really does. It will get. So, when we got it, the turbo fans just was not working. They had the wiring all... I mean, I'm not the greatest wirer, but I mean, it was bad. The AC lines all back here were bad. The canister was bad. A lot of vacuum lines on it was bad. The water pump was bad. Obviously, the battery terminals were bad. I still have a lot of work to do. The steering rack, if you guys can see the coloration difference there in the concrete, the rack is leaking really bad. Hence why I'm going to be swapping the front ends out on that, because I think the control arm or something on this is bent just ever so slightly. It's enough to notice, but I'm going to be going and replacing the control arms, the struts, and the mounts with that one, since those struts and mounts are good. This car's only got 50,000 miles on it. I don't know what I want to do with it yet. We'll get into that later. But anyway, put a new water pump on. Redid a lot of the vacuum hoses, that go to the turbo. The air box was completely full of mouse and ground squirrel crap. It was wrecked at one point in time, and obviously you can tell they put a new hood and support on. The fender's been replaced. This front panel has been replaced. I mean, and we knew this when we walked into it. It's, it wasn't going to be perfect, but I mean, the damn thing runs, and she just screams down the street. I may have to end up going and getting this new line and putting a new condenser in. I don't know. We just put some of the new lines on, and it's sat for 3 weeks, and I don't have AC now again, so we'll look into that. I redid here. We're gonna walk over here to the other one before we do anything. So this one, all of the lights and everything are good. I'm gonna go through and redo them, like take the lenses off, get them. Take the lenses off, get them all redone, keep them, and then put them on this one. And then this one, I'm going to redo the lights and everything and keep them as spares, just because they are so hard to find. And if you do find somebody that has a brand new set, you're looking to spend anywhere from $450 to damn near $700 for the pair of headlights. Same thing with the tail lights. I got new lenses for the other ones. I got the other housings taken out. These aren't bad, but the lens is cracked, and this is cracked here. I mean, as far as the housings and everything, they're good. It's just the lens is busted. This lens is okay. I mean, it's got a little bit of a crack there. It's got a little bit of something right there. Other than that, not bad. The exhaust was not existent. My buddy over at Grand Avenue Exhaust went through and hooked me up with just putting a bigger single pipe on. It sounds a lot better. It performs a lot better now. I need to get new tires on it. I'm planning on putting Mustang wheels on here, do a black with chrome, and then get the calipers painted red, just to, where it can stand out a little bit. But I do want to keep the stock wheels and work on them and actually refinish them. But as far right now, I do want to get new rubber put on here, because the tires are just absolute garbage as well. And I kind of want to keep the turbines too, but I don't know. We'll work on that. We'll talk about that later. But anyway, this was a donor car we picked up for $300, and it's got a V8 in it. It's got the 302 automatic. It's got the computer, the wiring harness, everything to go and run this car. And I've got all the other parts sitting inside, which you'll see here in a second. My original plan was to go and take this car's engine, find a Mustang with, I think it's called a T5 manual, correct me if I'm wrong, and put it in that. But the more and more that car, the more and more I kind of fell in love with the 4-cylinder turbo. I want to keep it original. I don't know what I want to do. I plan on keeping the engine in that car, maybe doing a rebuild on the engine and transmission, doing a refresh on the rear end as well, because it does have 187,000 miles on it. But my thing is to turn that into a show car. And I'd love to keep everything original. I do want to do an aftermarket air intake system on it. I do want to get the turbo rebuilt and this stuff here and there. But anyway, back to this one. So I don't know what I want to do with this one. To keep it and turn it into a runnable track car or something, like a dirt track car. I don't know. I honestly have just thought about just going and just selling the engine, transmission, taking off The hood, fenders, the front end, the doors, the quarter panels are shot on this. As you can see, there's rust there. There's a hole back here. I mean, and then, of course, the suspension is non-existent on this car. I mean, yeah. But the bumpers are good. The glass is good. The rear end's good. The doors, I mean, everything worked on this car. I bought it for donor for the interior. As you can tell, the interior is absolutely gutted. Just because I wasn't a fan of the Turbo Coupe interior, and the Turbo Coupe interior was extremely faded. There was some tears in it, and it just, yeah, it was bad. Is it salvageable? Yes, but I'm in a position where I couldn't go and just go out and spend the money to get the interior reupholstered. It is a lot of money to do a reupholster on that, and we found this car. We found that one here. Found this one for $300. The interior in it was very good. The only thing was problematic was the dash. The dash are notorious on these cars to crack, and because they get weathered, they crack real bad. No big deal. Well, low Turbo Coupe interior, the heating and AC box, not only was the air breather filled with all that stuff, but so was the heat and AC box. The heat and AC box was filled with ground squirrel stuff. The blower motor and everything wouldn't even work. So we just decided to swap everything over, since it was the same electronic heating and AC. We swapped the dash over. I had to do the ignition switch on this. And man, everything was the same. The only thing that was different was the center console piece, which honestly I could care less about, because that's going to get a new shifter bezel and everything. The stock shifter was broke, or the shifter knob was broke, so I just went ahead and just did the black with blue with what I did with the interiors, because those were cracked and bad. One of those were from I think this one was from this interior, and it was cracked and bad, so I had to plastic weld the actual rings, this where it secures and gets bolted into. I had to plastic weld those, put those on. Two of these were red, so I did those in black. Same thing with the seatbelt things. Those are black. The seatbelt covers, those are black because of the fact that, well, they were red. This one did not have the blue caps. But I did a whole interior swap on it. Redid the headliner. I did crushed blue. What is this? Crushed velvet, I think. Yeah, crushed velvet blue headliner. It's been a minute since I made a video, guys, so just bear with me. So, I mean, I did a whole interior swap on it, and it came out amazing. I got a dash pad coming for the top, because as you can see, the dash is cracked. And I did the speaker covers blue, or black, I'm sorry, because they were very faded. Same thing for in the back. I did the speaker covers in black, and the tail light in black. But I mean, so I'm just gonna start this series on what I've done with the car, and actually with the modifications and everything on it. So I've actually thought about putting the interior of the turbo coupe in the car and try to get it running and possibly selling it as a whole running car to get my money back out of it. I've thought about that. But I've also taken into consideration of if this was to get hit or anything, I've got the body parts to go and replace the damaged body panels on it. So I don't know. That's up to what you guys think I should do. Do you think I should go and fix the rear suspension on the one here and try to get it up and running and make it a running and driving car, or go and say screw it, just take the body panels off, scrap it, and keep the body panel, keep as much parts as I can from this one, just in case if this one has made an inevitable demise, which I honest to God hope doesn't happen. I don't want deja vu happening again. It was a very traumatic experience for me. But yeah, just let me know. This was a series that I was wanting to do. I've got TikToks about I have made TikToks about the interior swap. I may throw those on into this video just to kind of give it a jump start. Oh, and yeah, that was the other thing I did, is I swapped out, I had to do that too. I swapped out the locks, or the ignition, so I had to swap out the key locks, which you'll see there. And then also, I did not have a key for the trunk, so that one came for that. So now I've got all of that operation, or everything is operable on this car now. So as I said, let me know what you guys want me to do. I'm torn on the V8. I'm torn on putting in some of the interior and trying to make that running and drivable, because I really don't want two cars. I don't. Or keeping the parts off of it and either selling the parts to somebody who needs it, or keeping the parts for myself in case if the old girl here gets hurt. So I don't know, I'm torn. I'm sorry there was a lot of rambling on in this video. There's so much to talk about, there's so much I want to do. So yeah, just let me know. Hit like and subscribe and comment, and I will read all comments. Help me out. Help me decide on what I should do. Either get that running as drivable, keep parts for this one. I don't know. Let me know. Anyway, guys, I'm out of here. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you all later.